Massive changes are coming to UK immigration in 2026, and they could affect your life, your job, or even your family. Here's what you need to know before it's too late. Welcome to Power and Policy UK, your go-to source for breaking news, analysis, and insights on the policies shaping Britain. Today, we're diving into one of the most significant changes coming in 2026, a complete overhaul of the UK immigration system. From new visa rules to digital tracking and reforms for refugees, this is a policy shift that could affect millions of lives. Stay with us as we break down exactly what's changing, why it matters, and how it could impact you. The UK is on the verge of one of the most significant policy overhauls in recent history, and it revolves around a topic that touches the lives of millions: immigration. By 2026, the UK government plans to implement sweeping changes to the immigration system, reshaping who can come into the country, under what conditions, and how the entire process will be managed. These reforms are being touted as the defining shifts in the nation's approach to migration, and understanding them is crucial, whether you're a citizen, a resident, or someone looking to move to the UK. For decades, the UK immigration system has been criticized as overly complex, bureaucratic, and inconsistent. The current points-based system, introduced in 2021, was designed to simplify and prioritize skilled migration, but it has faced ongoing challenges in execution, leaving both employers and migrants frustrated. Now, the government is taking a bold step to overhaul the system entirely, promising a more streamlined, efficient, and targeted approach. One of the biggest changes revolves around the introduction of a new tiered system that aims to separate applicants based on skills, economic contribution, and humanitarian need. High-skilled workers will benefit from faster processing times and more predictable pathways to permanent residency, while the system will also introduce stricter measures for low-skilled migration. Critics argue that this could create a new set of barriers for industries heavily reliant on seasonal or lower-wage workers, from agriculture to hospitality. Alongside these changes, the government is introducing an advanced digital tracking system. Every applicant will be registered through a secure digital portal, allowing the Home Office to monitor applications, compliance, and movement more effectively than ever before. This digital infrastructure is designed not only to prevent fraud and illegal entry, but also to simplify the application process for migrants. For the first time, applicants may be able to track their visa in real time, upload documents digitally, and receive instant updates on their status. Proponents claim this will reduce delays that have plagued the system for years, but opponents warn of potential privacy concerns and the risk of over-surveillance. Another pivotal element of the reform is the focus on humanitarian migration. The UK government has pledged to expand safe and legal routes for refugees and asylum seekers, while tightening enforcement against those entering illegally. This dual approach is controversial, but reflects a growing recognition that the country must balance compassion with control. For refugees fleeing war, persecution, or climate-related crises, these changes could provide faster access to safety, housing, and work opportunities, which have historically been slow and unpredictable under the existing system. The overhaul also has profound implications for the economy. Businesses that rely on international talent may see both challenges and opportunities. Tech, healthcare, and engineering sectors are expected to benefit from streamlined visa processes for high-skilled workers. However, employers in agriculture, construction, and hospitality may face new hurdles due to stricter low-skilled migration rules. The government has suggested temporary visas and sector-specific permits to mitigate workforce shortages, but whether these solutions will be sufficient remains to be seen. Public reaction is already mixed. Supporters of the reforms argue that a more controlled and transparent system is necessary to maintain national security, reduce illegal migration, and ensure that the UK attracts talent that truly contributes to its economy. On the other hand, critics warn that overly restrictive measures could lead to labor shortages, damage international relationships, and send a message that the UK is closing its doors to those who need it most. Legal experts are also weighing in, emphasizing that the success of this overhaul will depend not just on policy design, but on implementation. Any new system of this scale requires careful planning, adequate staffing, and continuous oversight. Without these, even the most well-intentioned reforms could face delays, legal challenges, or unintended consequences for businesses and migrants alike. Beyond economics and legalities, the 2026 immigration overhaul raises profound questions about identity, society, and the UK's role in a globalized world. Immigration has long been a polarizing issue in British politics, and these changes are likely to become a central topic in public debate, media coverage, and political campaigns over the coming years. How the government balances fairness, efficiency, and security will define not just the system itself, but the broader perception of the UK as a nation that welcomes talent while safeguarding its borders. In practical terms, for anyone looking to immigrate, work, or study in the UK, these reforms signal a critical need to stay informed. New application processes, digital registration requirements, and sector-specific rules mean that preparation and understanding will be more important than ever. Advisors, employers, and prospective migrants will need to familiarize themselves with the new guidelines to avoid pitfalls and take full advantage of the opportunities offered under the restructured system. As we approach 2026, the UK immigration system overhaul promises to be a defining moment, not only for policymakers, but for millions of people whose lives are directly impacted. From high-skilled workers to refugees seeking safety, the new framework aims to create a balance between opportunity and control, speed and security, compassion and enforcement. Whether it will achieve these goals remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the UK is entering a new era in immigration policy, and everyone with a stake in the country's future should pay close attention. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the 2026 UK immigration overhaul. If you want to stay ahead of the latest policy changes, government updates, and the issues shaping Britain, make sure to subscribe to Power and Policy UK and hit the bell icon. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on these immigration reforms. How do you think they'll change the UK? We'll see you in the next video, bringing you the policies that matter most.